Well, well, clearly it looks like Cassie Ventura was exploited. Now, she was playing the victim role so much to the point that the victim role was exploited. What I mean by that, this poor thing may have made money of playing the victim, but there were more side effects to it because when you were dealing with dark forces, beings, or entities that are not from our dimension, the third or fourth dimension, fifth, depending on what you want to call it what you want to call it. But definitely, she was surrounded by beings that are not quite from our dimension. That she was over there giving this story, this victim story to, and it was exploited. And we can see how it was exploited. Far as exploited for her to get a total of $30 million. It was exploited where they built a case all around her. See, she was just focused on the bag aspect of it. But in reality, they could see the use for her. So they help her get the bag, which that's really why she was with him, right? Please keep in mind everything said here is for entertainment purposes only. So, um, come on now. This girl was tossing salad. This girl was drinking urine. We hear of golden shower. She was doing beyond a golden shower. You could say she's having golden drinks over there. Imagine that. She was over there having golden drinks, not golden showers. That was like something that threw everybody off. Everybody like, whoa, 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 Cass, And she had so much golden drink to the point that she choked on her golden drink. Yeah, for all for money. She was over there consuming golden liquid for money and a comfortable lifestyle. Let's keep it real. This is what she was over there doing on the other side of town. You know, I mean, warming up oil every 5 minutes. Some of this stuff was just so salacious. Some of the stuff was just so out there that even some of us, we thought we knew what a depraved sexual being is about, but they took the cake around that corner. I mean, everybody eardrum needed to be disinfected after that. I think we have a nation who needs their eardrum disinfected after that whole P. Diddy freak off nonsense around that corner. Everybody needs a good disinfecting shower too. Just the things that was coming out in that court hearing. And then people was actually consuming the transcript of all of this nonsense. So Cassie was having golden drinks over there, and Cassie showed up talking about she enjoyed it. I knew that Rico was out the window when she said she enjoyed it. It was like it was so strange. If I didn't know no better, it looked like she was put there to savage whatever to say whatever of his name that could be saved. Because it was like, why does it seem like she's helping him out the more she spoke? And so this led me to believe this stuff is a little bit more deeper than what we're being told here. You know, what we're being presented is not the real big picture. It's like, in public they presenting something superficial, but in the background it's more complex as usual, and it's more to the story than what's being said. And it looked like deals were made in the background about certain things. Because here's something else that people may not like. This man is going to go home. Not today. Right now, it's July 2nd, 2025. It's what? Wednesday. But he is going to go home. He's gonna go home by the time they have his hearing about what his sentence should be. We're going to find out that he would have already had time served. So maybe that's the way him and his lawyer wanted to go down. Who knows? I believe sentence time, he's going to get time served and he's going to be put on probation. I don't believe he's going to wait for 10 years. I don't believe he's going to wait for 5 years. I believe that the last 2 years that he was in jail, they're going to count that And then of course they're gonna have him on probation, and of course everybody know he's gonna be having nothing but little freak offs because he won't be able to leave the house. So if you thought he was having freak offs before, and now he really is gonna have freak off. I can just see that little demon seed having all them little freak offs, or that little infernal seed over there, having all the freak offs that surpass everybody logic, you know. So she, she was her victim playing card was exploited. That's how I look at it. And they also knew she loved to play the victim role, but she wasn't that smart. And then they know she loved comfort. She loved beautiful things. That's why she stayed in there. Because they're not talking about it. She was with him. She left him and went back to him. That part is never brought up. They made it sound like it was all consecutive. No, it wasn't all consecutive. She broke up with him and went back. So this definitely not, it's not a kidnap victim. And she's doing all this stuff. And personally, I think she enjoyed it, to be honest with you. And she said she enjoyed it. Who wouldn't want to have a man that facilitate that wildest imagination that is like, oh good, the sky is the limit. And I think that went on over there. You know, she had someone that was willing to help her out. She had a partner in crime over there. Because we all know he's a little peg over there. And we all know he's freaky. He's probably the biggest freak everybody ever laid eyes on. We all know he's about that lifestyle. So there was nothing she could come up that would be a little too much for him over there. So they said, when she said, can I? He like, sure. Keep in mind, he's older than Cass. And not only he's older than Cass, he also have done things that she would probably blow her socks up. Been there, done that with him. So by the time she come around the corner thinking she's saying something new, he doesn't care. He's just like, ooh, even better, I don't have to force you. And that's basically what went on over there. He didn't force this damn girl. Diddy wasn't forcing this girl to do this stuff.